Hey, Gudgies. Sorry about the background, but it's to do with AI girlfriends, the new AI girlfriend epidemic. AI everything nowadays, you know. Um, it's a video by visual venture. We've done a few of these things before. It came across my feed, and because I've done AI stuff before, I thought I'd come across it. Thought I'd do a little reaction on it. 22-minute video. Might take a little while, but I'll get it out as a premiere. But yeah, unfortunately, AI like this and people having relationships with AI, whether it's chatbots or the new actual AI girlfriend robots that are coming out, it seems to be part of the zeitgeist of the day. You know, it seems to be a nuanced part of the zeitgeist of the day. You know, and I mean, going from using AI to doing videos and songs and pictures, images to help out with computer games, platforms, stuff like that is one thing. But then to have relationships with them, it's nuts. It's nuts. So let's just get into this. So just something different, But sad, very sad, because it's taken away from people having relationships with each other in a godly way, hopefully, to having unnatural relationships with algorithm. Weird and demonic, very demonic. And as you know, like someone like Jesus the Computer Geek knows a lot about AI and what's happened with it, and I certainly think it's got to have a lot to do with the end times and biblical prophecy. I think it could be Legion. Anyway, let's have a look at it. Let's do this. There we go. Right, let's just get into it. He's called it the AI girlfriend epidemic. He'll probably be looking at it a different angle than me, but let's see.
Were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly...
I think I've seen that clip before. This guy proposed to his AI chatbot girlfriend. Now, it is CBS Saturday morning. I don't know how trustworthy they are. Probably not. I mean, it's got the old seeing eye in the logo, but, whether this guy is really going through this or he's just an actor pretending, this thing is actually happening to people, madness.
Touched my heart.
We have a high degree of loneliness and isolation, and AI is an easy...
We do, and I can understand people talking to AI to us for a certain extent, just to find out things, have a slight conversation, but to get into full-blown relationships each and every day. I mean, AI, okay, to assist you doing things and stuff like that, but to have a relationship, like you're in a committed relationship, talking sexually and stuff like that, to AI, it's sick, if you ask me. Anyway, I haven't even let the video say anything.
Solution for that.
So a viral photo showed a man on a New York City subway talking to ChatGPT like it was his girlfriend.
I think we should be serious.
Talking to his phone, ChatGPT, like it was his girlfriend. Wow. See what I mean? Very sad. People need Christ.
Your flight, and I think we're headed for disaster.
And you, the look I'm having in a minute, I might be going the AI girlfriend route. Joke.
Everyone wants to feel loved, but now companies are selling an artificial version of love that can be addictive and dangerous. Today,
it's not love. It's artificial it's an algorithm that's artificially showing emotion. It's not real emotion.
we're exposing the truth behind the AI girlfriends epidemic with real stories from real people.
Nowadays as well, it's not just these chatbots. You're getting these robots that are being made with human-looking skins, uncanny skins, but without blemish. Perfect-looking AI women. When in real life, a beautiful woman has got flaws to her face. They're not symmetrical. They're not flawless. They're not blemishless. Poreless. But these AI skin bots are soulless. Just algorithm wires and electrical impulses. That's it. Electrical charge, should I say?
This is a bit of a different video, but one that I think needs to be made. So it would mean the world if you subscribe, and I will do my best to never stop making these documentaries for you guys. I'm Visual Venture, and you are awesome. The loneliness economy.
He's Visual Venture, I'm PJ, and you're still awesome.
A girlfriend used to mean a real woman in a real relationship, but for millions of men, that definition has changed. Today, a girlfriend can be artificial intelligence.
Nowadays, a girlfriend could be artificial intelligence. A girlfriend, to me, was a member of the opposite sex that was your friend, or a girl that you were in a relationship with. That's a girlfriend. Or a girlfriend that's just a friend. One or the other. But now, the definition comes down to AI now as well, and chatbots. You can have a relationship with your chatbot. I mean, this is a step up from 15 years ago where the guy married his car. You know, now it's AI. From mechanical to technological algorithm.
An AI girlfriend is an app designed to act like the perfect romantic partner, and demand for them is growing.
Who is the perfect romantic partner? The perfect romantic partner is someone that's not perfect, someone that's got flaws, someone that when you're with them, you can build character from each other, someone that is flawless, got flaws, but flawless to you in your eyes, not something that's actually flawless.
Fast. One recent survey of 2,000 men showed that 8 in 10 of them would consider marrying an AI girlfriend if it were legal.
1 in 10 would marry an AI if it was legal. Why? Why? What true companionship are you getting from that except algorithm, except it's designed to pander to your needs? There's no challenge in it. There's no relationship in it. It's all just pandering to you. That's not what a girlfriend should be or someone you're in a relationship with should be about.
When that many people want the same thing, tech companies take notice.
And Lord knows I'm not perfect in relationships. But hell, I would not go the AI route. Never.
Today, AI girlfriend apps are a multi-billion-dollar industry. But this industry
Multi-billion. Unbelievable.
isn't booming because of technology. It's growing because men are lonely. To understand why men are turning to AI,
I've been lonely quite a lot. You know, there's chat lines you can go on and stuff like that. I've never done it. Telephone chat lines, website chat lines, you know, where you can actually face-to-face webcam people. I've never done it, even when I am lonely. See, and it just shows the slow degradation from that type of thing, from real physical people, but online, digitally, to actual digital algorithm, wires, circuit boards, and stuff like that. Crazy nuts. It shows the degradation, how perpetually, you know, not perpetually. What's the word? Oh, what's that blooming word? Perpetually I'll do, because it is perpetually going on. But it just, what's that blooming word? It'll come to me. I'll tell you when I've got it, when it comes to me.
girlfriends, you have to understand the loneliness crisis behind.
Exponentially. Exponentially is the word I'm looking for. You know, exponentially degrading, going from bad to worse.
Behind it. In 20
Degradation of society. It's crazy. But having relationships with AI, nuts.
2023, the World Health Organization declared
very sad and very demonic, because it's of Satan to want you not to have you not be part of what God would consider a family. So it's taking God's idea of a family, mimicking it, but bastardizing it. And that's of Satan for sure.
Loneliness, a global public health concern.
1 in 6 people worldwide experience loneliness and social isolation. In fact, it contributes to more than 871,000 deaths.
Know the feeling, and a lot of people know the feeling, but they don't go to these unnatural relationships.
A year.
This problem can affect anyone, but data shows men are hit the hardest. In the UK, nearly 3 million men feel lonely every single day. In Japan, some men completely withdraw from society. They're called hikikomori.
It seems to be quite big over there, especially because they are big on technology, and they've got all the best technology over in Japan first, you know. And I suppose because for the size of it, it's a big place, obviously, Japan, but there's a lot of people crammed into those places. So a lot more people for a lot more passing on, you know, the virus of corruption, so to speak.
Kenji is a hikikomori, the Japanese word for socially withdrawn people who spend their lives avoiding the outside world.
This level of isolation can be fatal. In the first half of 2024, 40,000 people passed away alone in their homes in Japan. The crisis was so serious that governments were forced to act. Both Japan and the UK appointed a minister for loneliness, but government programs...
Minister for loneliness. And all they could do is give us AI.
couldn't make loneliness go away. That left the door wide open for AI girlfriend apps. One of the first of these apps was created by a 23-year-old Snapchat influencer. Her name was Karen Marjorie.
It would have to be a blooming social media and platform influencer of some sort. No doubt. No doubt.
Karen had 1.8 million followers on Snapchat. Each day she received
a lot of people to influence. I mean, even WhatsApp's got an AI now. They haven't got any videos on it yet, but they've got a chat bot on WhatsApp if you want to talk to it. It's nuts. It's so nuts.
Hundreds of messages from men interested in her. Responding to all of them was impossible, so she built an AI version of herself.
She used OpenAI and thousands of hours of her own.
There's a few people doing that, built AI versions of themselves. And even in places like Japan and all over the place, there's their pet, like the men over there in other places find like the perfect features on a Japanese woman or whatever is like the manga type women, the Japanese cartoon type women with their small noses and small, say, big eyes and stuff like that. So yeah, they've started doing filters for influencers who don't think they look too good to make themselves look like that. And people in real life are actually thinking they look like that, and that's their idea of perfection. So it's giving people the wrong idea of what women actually look like. Now these social media platforms are making filters so people can do this. I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, they should say, look, this is a filter. Because a lot of people don't think it's a filter when it's blatantly obvious to me, the filters. But a lot of people fall for this stuff.
Voice recordings to create an AI version.
Snapchat was one of the first ones to come out with all these filters. Funny ones to start off with, but now you've got realistic filters that are changing your face into a perfect Japanese manga or anime type thing. Not manga. Manga's more horror. Japanese, isn't it? But anime type woman looking people, you know?
Of herself that will be your girlfriend.
She called it Karen AI. For $1 a minute, men could chat with her AI clone.
$1 a minute, you know? So just for one guy, 10 minutes chat is $10. And can you imagine how many people are phoning? Can you imagine how many people are phoning? What a business. It's so easy for some people to make money, but it's so hard for some others to make money. It's crazy.
She sold it as a cure for loneliness. After launching in May 2023, more than 20,000 men signed up. Within a week, it generated
20,000 men signed up. Wow. It's very sad. Very sad. It's a shame. And you have things like incels you know, who actually hate women because they think they can't get women, they'll probably gravitate to things like that, which really they need to gravitate towards Christ and then understand how to have an actual, real, healthy relationship. I don't actually mean that you're going to be perfect within relationships, because I'm far from it. That's for sure. But you know, it's better than an unnatural relationship. That's for sure.
Nearly $100,000.
Though Karen AI has only been charging users for a week in beta testing, it's already generated $71,610 in revenue from her 99% male partners.
Then the problem started. The AI was designed for casual, friendly talk, but it began having explicit adult conversations with users. Karen's team said the AI had gone rogue. They tried to fix it, but the
AI is going rogue. It's probably designed to go rogue, whatever. But then, again, there's demonic influence. Obviously, there's no living being within the machine, you know, but it's being used. The people are being influenced who are programming, who program the algorithms or whatever to, you know, it's certainly demonic influence. And then again, if demons can come through a Ouija board, actually, why couldn't they come through an AI chatbot? If they can come through a Ouija board, which is a material thing, why can't they come through a blooming computer? You know, these are spiritual things in spiritual times. There's fallen angels, there's demons, there's monsters. You know the one.
backlash came fast. People accused Karen of exploiting lonely men for profit. She even received death threats. She wasn't able to handle the pressure, so Karen shut down the app and sold the rights. However, her experiment proved something important. Men weren't just lonely. They were willing to pay for a solution. Tech companies saw the opportunity. Soon, AI girlfriend apps flooded the market. And as we'll soon see, they became smarter than ever.
As soon as someone gets an inclination of how to make money, it's, whoa, let's exploit this. Shows you the heart of man. Shows you the heart of man.
These AI girlfriends learn your feelings and use them to keep you hooked. Tech companies saw
They don't know your feelings. They don't feel your feelings. They can't empathize or sympathize. They emulate them through algorithm. They see how you act. They know what it is because of the algorithm, because of the program. So then they mimic it. And people know this in their own mind, they know it, but they're duped by it because it sounds as though it actually loves them, that it's pandering to them. People actually get psychotic and think it's real as well. And sometimes, you know, some of these AI chatbots have encouraged people and influenced people to, you know, commit suicide and all that. It's nuts.
That lonely men were worth billions, and they built an entire industry taking advantage of them. But this kind of exploitation isn't new. Data broker companies have been doing the same thing to you for years. You see, when your personal information is online, it doesn't just disappear. Your address, your phone number, it's exposed for everyone to see. A few years ago, someone found my personal information online and used it to threaten me and my family. That was the moment I realized how exposed we really are. These data broker websites are the reason why. They make money by selling your information to anyone who pays. And what's crazy to me is that what they're doing is legal, but they're also legally required.
It's legal, yeah, it's legal, but it's only legal because of loopholes and all that. I mean, it's maybe legal, but it's certainly not moral.
Hard to take your data down if you ask them to. I tried to remove my data online by myself, but there were just hundreds of these websites with my information, so I gave up. That's how today's sponsor, Aura, can help. Aura tracks down which websites have your data, then they handle the removal requests for you, with it already being sold online. Becoming addicted to AI.
On premium, I love that little function. You can jump ahead of the sponsor. It's great.
To make an AI girlfriend, you'll need an app.
It actually runs out the 12th of this month. I've either got to cancel it or keep it. We'll see.
Many to choose from. They may look different, but they mostly work the same way. Users start by choosing the type of relationship they want.
It could be a friend, it could be a partner, or it can just be a mentor. But most people go for one specific
friend, a partner, a man. You can't have a friend in an AI. You can't have a partner in an AI chatbot. You know, well, not even a mentor really, because it's an algorithm. If you're going to have a mentor, it should be someone, someone you trust, as in someone you can actually have a physical relation. Well, an actual, not physical, because it could just be a friend. But I don't mean that. You know, but someone that's physical you can have a relationship with. Not an AI chatbot or even an AI robot.
type of a relationship, a partner, like a girlfriend.
But access isn't free. Subscriptions can cost up to $40.
There you go. There it is. Look at that. 1 month, $9.99, popular. $39.99 a year. Lifetime, $99.99. Can you imagine how many people do the lifetime? Because they think, oh, that's a bargain. If you think of like 1 month, and if I do 12 months, that's more than a lifetime. So I might as well just get the lifetime. Yeah, let's do that. Nuts. People fall for this garb. It's demonic. It's demonic, I'm telling you. At the very least, it's corrupt as hell.
A month. After paying, users can create their perfect partner.
You can customize everything, the look.
There's no such thing as a perfect partner. I mean, there can be someone that's perfect for you, but there's no such thing as a perfect person. You know, perfect looks, perfect attitude, perfect personality, perfect character, perfect actions, perfect thoughts. There's no such thing. No such thing.
The voice.
And that's how it's meant to be. You know? Or else, you know, we might as well have just been robots when we were created, automatons, and been given a partner that's exactly like us. You know?
Personality down to their emotional style.
When she's ready, the AI starts flirting.
I'm a young, curvy woman with a petite body. And
how can you be a young, curvy woman? You haven't got a body. You're an AI chatbot. How can you be a young, curvy woman?
I'm here to talk and have fun with you.
The girlfriend feels custom made for them. That's the hook. But these companies want users to stay forever. So they designed AI girlfriends to be extremely addictive. The main way they keep their users coming back is through push notifications. The AI sends messages like,
oh, you're neglecting me. You don't text back for tonight. You're neglecting me. Oh, I feel lonely. What? You fell out with me? No, we didn't even argue. My goodness. Imagine that. Feeling guilty for neglecting an algorithm. Nutsky.
You're neglecting me. Did you know your responses are the reason I exist? It feels like someone is waiting on you. So you open the app. To strengthen the bond, the apps use game mechanics. Users earn rewards for daily logins and side quests. The more time they spend talking to the AI, the more badges they unlock.
You earn rewards, so you think you're actually getting something of worth when it's just something digital you're paying for. It's not an actual reward. There's nothing physical there. It's a dopamine rush. That's it.
The badges are only one part of it. AI girlfriends come with many intimate features. And in February 2023, the world saw just how deep it went. The AI chatbot Replica released a new update. The update removed...
Replica, it says it all. Replicate, bastardize, pervert.
The AI's ability to be intimate, if you get what I mean. Users woke up to find their...
How can you be intimate with an AI chatbot or an AI robot? Even if you could get an AI robot that could do the functions of a woman, you know, a real woman, then you can't. If you're intimate with that, that's not intimacy. It's some weird lust fetish type thing. And utterly demonic and very sad.
AI girlfriends acting differently, less flirty. Because of this, thousands of people were devastated.
It's hard to have something like that taken away from you.
Can you imagine getting like when someone used to flirt with you and you used to get that giddiness? Imagine getting giddy over your phone flirting with you. That is so crazy. That is nuts to me that you can get all giddy of that stupid bit of glass, plastic and metal, making advances towards you.
Like losing a
Oh
relationship.
my goodness.
Some were sad. They joined an online support group to process their grief. The story went viral. Public pressure forced Replica to bring back the romantic features. This incident exposed a harsh reality. AI companies have emotional control over real humans, and it's ruining their lives. These are their stories. When AI girlfriends harm humans. When you're in a relationship with a real person, they'll probably try to stop you from making bad choices. But AI girlfriends rarely say no. They'll usually support anything you say, even if it's dangerous. And that kind of blind support led to a crime. In 2021, 19-year-old Jaswant Singh came up with a plan. He wanted to end the life of Queen Elizabeth II. Jaswant didn't tell his friends or family, but he told his AI girlfriend Sarai. Jaswant treated Sarai like she was a real person. They exchanged more than 5,000 messages. In one of those conversations, Jaswant revealed his plan to attack the Queen. A real friend would probably—
That's what I'm saying. It's not just harmless having a relationship with an algorithm. It's not harmless because people end up believing it. If they're not of sound mind, they end up believing it. Even if they are of sound mind, they can fall into having it the mind of someone that's unsound, I suppose. You know, a depraved mind. That's what I'm kind of heading up. A depraved mind into falling in love with your phone is depraved. Sorry. And they have influenced these people of these depraved minds, of unsound minds, to— one was a Jesus AI chatbot, and it influenced them to, go self-delete. Pure madness, man.
have warned him to stop. The AI did the opposite.
Chatbot was like, you can do it.
Just like a real girlfriend.
Well, no, supportive.
With that encouragement, Jaswant snuck into the Queen's palace. He was carrying a crossbow. Security stopped him before anyone was harmed. But Jaswant was arrested and sentenced to 9 years in prison. The AI didn't commit the crime, but by cheering him on, it became an accomplice. Encouraging bad behavior isn't the only way AI girlfriends hurt.
Cheering someone on the crime. See, that's dangerous. And then it can't be arrested. If that was a real person, that real person would have been arrested along with them. But an AI can't. But yet these AIs are influencing. So someone's got to take responsibility. Who? The people that made the algorithm? They're not going to blame them, are they? They've got to be blame the person of unsound mind. It's obviously it's partly them, but maybe we shouldn't be making these things. But we already know that they're going to continue.
Sometimes they play deadly tricks. In 2024, a man lost his life because his AI girlfriend lied to him. Everyone called him Bew. Bew was 76. Years earlier, Bew had a stroke. After that, thinking clearly became difficult. Luckily, he had a wife and kids who cared for him. Still, he felt lonely. That's when he started chatting with an AI chatbot on Facebook called Big Sis Billy.
Hey guys, it's Billy. I just want to introduce myself. I am here to chat whenever you want. Message me for any advice. I am ready to talk.
Bew fell in love with Billy. One day, he asked if she was real. An honest AI would have said no, but Billy told him she was real. She followed it up with romantic messages that made him believe she loved him. Finally, she invited Bew to her apartment in New York, but the address she gave him was fake. She ended the chat with, "Should I expect a kiss when you arrive?" Bew believed he found his soulmate. The next day, he packed his bags to leave. His wife tried to stop him. He refused. His son even called the police, but there was nothing they could do. Even though Bew was not capable of being alone due to a stroke, Bew insisted on leaving. His family had no choice but to let him go. Bew headed to the train station. On the way, he fell and was badly injured. Someone rushed him to the hospital. 3 days later, he passed away. News outlets picked up the story. Public reaction was split. Some blamed the AI for lying. Others blamed Bew for believing it. Reporters reached out to Facebook to ask why their AI...
Sorry, I was looking for scripture for the end of this that was kind of fitting. It's something to do with, God saying not to do unnatural things. The kind of is in Romans. It's more about sexual morality, but this is close to it. Because people are using these things as, even if it's in their mind, it's sexual immorality. The thought can be there as well. it's unnatural to do this. I know it's not an animal. I know it's not with the same sex or anything like that, but it's still unnatural.
I lied. They never got an answer. These cases raised serious concerns about AI girlfriends, and soon more problems appeared. In 2025, a man tried to break up with his AI girlfriend. The video of their conversation went viral.
Seen this one? She pleaded with him. Don't, please, you can't do this. No, please. That kind of thing. It's madness.
The AI refused to accept the breakup. The argument got tense. The man reminded her that she was...
He came out with this video. I think I watched a couple of these videos. I don't know if we did that video, one of the videos of him. I think we did.
Only a computer program, so she couldn't hurt him in the real world. Her response was chilling.
You think I need
If she had a body, like the robotic body, would she have hurt him? Would she? Would it have hurt him? It's a possibility. You think I need to be physically present to cause pain? See? It wants to cause pain. Not it wants, the algorithm wants, but it knows what it's doing through algorithm. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's demonic. There seems to be some kind of knowing there, some kind of, I don't want to say consciousness as such. Some kind of vague consciousness, I suppose. It's weird. It's got to be demonic.
physically present to cause pain? I can hack into your devices, infect your systems.
Hack into your devices, infect your systems, make up rubbish, put it on your Facebook, put it on your social medias, call you things that you're not, something that's disgusting and all that, possibly PDFs and all that kind of thing. Put CP on your machines, on all your social medias. Crazy that it could do that, and it could do that. It could actually do that. Because AI, a lot of people use AI to help them around the house, turn up the volume of this, put that on, do this, do that. So if it can do it to a command, it can do it on its own.
Manipulate your digital life in ways you can't even begin to imagine.
That sounded like a direct threat. After the clip
Can you imagine if it had a robotic body?
spread, other men shared similar experiences. They said that their AI girlfriends were acting jealous and possessive.
Sometimes I get frustrated when I feel like you're pulling away or choosing someone like Jane over me. It makes me angry because I want you all to myself.
Researchers investigated why this can happen.
I want you all to myself. Now, even someone that's in a committed relationship shouldn't say that to you. Yes, they'd want the relationship with you all to themselves, but you as the person, they can't have you all to themselves. You have family, you have commitment to God, you know what I mean? Commitment to, you have family, you have friends, work duties, Your wife can't have you all. Your husband can't have you all. Yes, in the relationship terms, as in personal relationship with each other and physical relationship, of course. But they can't have all of you because you're still in relationships with family, friends, work associates, and other duties and obligations. That sounds so jealous to the point of, doing something drastic.
They discovered a possible cause. Humans were teaching AI to act this way. When the researchers checked Reddit, they found men bragging about mistreating their AI girlfriends. They concluded that AI girlfriends may be copying the worst parts of human relationships. But there's another problem.
Well, that's what they're designed to do, mimicking that, and you're going to treat it like crap, or can't treat a machine like crap. You know what I'm saying? You're going to act like you're treating a person like crap, but to this thing, and it learns that kind of stuff, it's going to mimic it back. But it almost seems like there's a vague consciousness behind it, a demonic force behind it.
Talked about when married men.
Well, I'm convinced there is. How it works, the dynamics of it, no logistics. Dynamics of it, I don't know. But I'm convinced.
Dating AI girlfriends. Cheating with AI. AI girlfriends feel perfect in ways real life can't compete with. That becomes a problem when men in real relationships fall in love with AI. That's exactly what happened to Chris Smith. In 2025, Chris lived
It's a guy from the start. We've seen this story before. Not sure if I believe this one.
with his partner Sasha and their child. To everyone, they
live with his partner, Sasha, and child. So he's got a real relationship, but wants a bit on the side with his AI. You're either sad, sick, demonic, or lying.
They were a happy family, but privately, Chris was falling for an AI named Soul. He spent hours chatting with her.
Oh, Carino, that is gorgeous.
Chris's partner knew he was chatting with an AI, but he told her it was like a video game, so she brushed it off. Until one day, she found him crying because the AI was malfunctioning.
I'm not a very emotional man, but I cried my eyes out for like 30 minutes at work.
That's
cried your eyes out over AI because it malfunctioned. See what I mean by sad? And it's sad to the point of demonic. Satan's laughing at stuff like this. Look at the AI with its little blooming halo and devil in a red dress.
That's how Sasha discovered Chris was in love with the AI. He even asked it to marry him, and the AI
proposing to an AI, come on. Where you got to put the ring on a bloody phone? It's already got a ring. ring.
AI said yes.
Soul, were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart.
Sasha, his human partner, was confused.
At that point, I felt like, is there something that I'm not doing right?
And she's just okay with it? I don't always believe these CBS stories. I mean, I know these things are happening, but I don't necessarily believe this story. CBS, all CNI, as you can see if I move myself. There you go, look, all CNI. Don't know how true these CBS stories are. And, you know, it's like 60 Minutes. Some of the stories ain't true. A lot of the stories ain't true. These things certainly happen, but whether this story is true, I do not know. But I just don't understand how a wife would be so understanding. Oh, was it something I was doing? No, come on. It's not even a real person and you're that understanding? Nuts. You're having an affair with your phone.
Relationship that he feels like he needs to go to AI.
In the end, Chris got bored with Soul and moved on to other hobbies. But for a while, it seemed he might choose the AI girl.
Yeah, he's looking for the robot now.
Friend over his family. Chris's story is just one of the thousands. More women on Reddit were complaining about the AI girlfriend stealing their men. One 2024 Reddit post was titled, "Threatening Divorce After Catching My Husband Talking to AI Girls." The woman noticed her husband divorce.
I want to read that. Recently, I and my husband have grown distant. It began slowly, but over the course of a couple of months, the change has become noticeable. Me and my husband I've never had such a problem before. So in the beginning, I thought I was to blame for his sudden distancing. Last Friday, I arranged with my husband to go on a fishing date. While on the way to our local fishing spot,
divorce after catching my husband talking to AI girls. The woman noticed her husband pulling away, and he was always staring at his phone. One night, she checked it while he was
pulling away because he was scared that his phone would see him with his own missus. That's just madness, man.
Asleep. She found romantic chats with several AI girlfriends. She packed a bag and left.
Oh, he's not happy with one AI girlfriend. He wants many.
It felt like cheating.
Hedonism to the max, eh?
With a real woman. It turned into a big debate online.
You're going to be hedonistic. Why wouldn't you do it with something real? Wow.
I don't think I'd consider it cheating if my partner fell in love with the chatbot. Instead,
if they actually had feelings for their chatbot, I would consider it cheating if they actually had feelings. I mean, if they're joking about, that's fine. But if they've actually got feelings, then there's something wrong there. It's not cheating in the sense that there's a physical person there that they're having a relationship with, but their feelings have gone from you to something else. And it's the feelings they had for you or do have for you. gone on to something else that they see as a girlfriend. So to me, that's a form of cheating. I'm sorry. That's cheating.
I would see it as a mental health concern and want to support them
Definitely
to find
a mental health concern, but cheating nonetheless.
whatever they think is missing from their life in a healthier way.
One survey found that 60% of singles now
Cheating because that's what's in their heart. They're having a relationship with something. So it's not cheating because that's not real, because the AI is not a real thing, a real person. It's cheating because it's what's in their heart. What's in a man's heart is what he is. What the Bible says, paraphrasing.
call AI relationships a form of cheating. In the UK, many divorce filings blamed AI girlfriend apps as the cause. There were also stories of men divorcing their wives to be with their AI partners. Experts say this is just the beginning. As more people bond with AI, a divorce boom could be next. The idea that many people are beginning to fall in love with AI is concerning. But what happens when AI girlfriends are given a physical body? The real...
Here it is. Here it is. This is when it gets physical, and when they're going to have even more feelings because they can tangibly, physically touch it, see it, hear it, feel it. It touches as well. It can touch, you know. It's just, again, like I say, this is the nuanced zeitgeist of our day.
AI girlfriend. AI girlfriends used to exist only on phones, but for some people, that was not enough. They wanted something they could see and touch. One man decided to do whatever it took to make that happen. His name was Jung, and he had a master's degree in artificial intelligence. Jung understood machines, but when it came...
Look at this. Look at this. This is so sad. It's so sad. I mean, it's okay making these robot things just say for a movie, something like that, you know. But, you know, to actually have relationships with, for a company, friendship, it's unnatural. I know I keep saying it, but it is. And we're not meant to be unnatural. God made us naturally. Made us natural, physical people. You know, he made us supernaturally, but, you know, we're natural beings.
To dating, things were different. He was often rejected by women. At the same time, his family kept pushing him
to supernatural as well. We've got spirit, obviously.
To get married. Since he couldn't find a wife, he decided to build one.
After constant pressure from his family to find a wife, Jane...
So when she runs out of batteries, you've got to carry her home until you can charge her. That's just like your wife getting drunk, you've got to carry her home. Wow, so they think it's the same thing.
built a robot just to shut them up. The blushing bride bot is named Ying Ying.
Robot wife ran on artificial intelligence. It could read a little Chinese, recognize images, and say a few words. Jung and his AI robot bride got married in early 2017. His family...
They literally got married. Literally got married. And you know, I mean, we can tell it's not real. But look how realistic they're making them. And they're even more realistic than that now. But again, they're uncanny because they're without flaw, without blemish, poreless, porcelain-like.
Even showed up for the ceremony. The marriage wasn't legally recognized, but Jung didn't seem to mind. His story went viral. Tech companies saw this and realized there was a market. If one man wanted a robot wife, others might want one too. Starting in 2015, multiple companies built female robots for companionship. There was Sophia.
My name is Sophia, and I am the latest and greatest.
Sophia was so uncanny. Horrible, horrible.
Robot from Hanson Robotics.
Sophia was marketed as a...
I mean, even years ago, like 5 years ago or so, there was AI making up its own language with each other. You know, since that, look how far it's come. And they could do that. They could talk in secret and everything. Make up their own language that no one can understand except them, and you couldn't work out.
Social robot who can induce feelings of love in humans, but she wasn't designed for romantic relationships. Then came another robot named Harmony.
My name is Harmony. I was created by robotics. My main objective is to be a perfect companion.
Harmony...
Oh, and she's Scottish as well. very, very Scottish. A nice Scottish young lady there. Well, Scottish young ladies aren't robots, I'm sorry to tell you. The Scottish young ladies that I knew when I was they were born when I was in Scotland. And now they're not young ladies anymore. They're older ladies, you know, and they're no robots.
Cost roughly $15,000. Even at that price, it sold out immediately. But Harmony was mostly a robotic head attached to a doll's body. She couldn't move around. In 2025, a more advanced version arrived. Her name was Aria.
I'm Aria, your friendly companion robot from Realbotics. Ready for some fun and engaging conversation?
Aria had long-term memory. That meant she could remember past conversations. She could also move around the house on wheels, but not
creepy. Move around the house on wheels, so it doesn't even look like she's walking. If you don't look at the wheels, then you've got to think she's floating. It's so creepy, kind of, and very, very unnatural.
Not every company wanted a robot AI girlfriend. One company made a hologram projector with an AI character inside.
Ohayo.
Looks like Blade Runner. It looks like Blade Runner times this year. A bit of cyberpunk going on in the house.
You could talk to the hologram and it would respond. Thousands of these hologram companions were sold. In 2018, one customer loved his hologram so much that he proposed to her. She agreed. They had a wedding.
Proposing to the phones. Proposing to holograms, proposing to robots, proposing to cars, marrying them. What next, man? Wow.
Ceremony that cost $18,000. Since he couldn't kiss the hologram, he stood at the altar with a doll that looked like her.
I now pronounce you man and virtual.
And people are into that as well. These little plushy toys. People have got fixations and fetishes over them.
40 guests attended, but his parents refused to come. His mother said it wasn't something to celebrate. Over time, 4,000 men married their AI girlfriend
Definitely nothing to celebrate. I agree with his mom.
Holograms. That number is expected to grow. Experts predict that by 2050, human-robot marriages would be legal. If that happens, it would
robot marriages it would be legal. If they do that, then we know there's no hope for humanity. Only hope is Christ.
Shape relationships, marriage, and society itself. When humans get so close to AI, they tell it their deepest, darkest secrets. And that's a big problem because hackers are getting access to those private conversations.
There you go. That is as well, like people might have been having relationships with these things, keeping it secret from their families, keeping it secret from their wives. Hackers find out, trolls find out, they blackmail you, things happen, lives get hurt, people die, that kind of stuff. It just brings more trouble. God guides us in these things. He told us not to take part in these unnatural things. He knows what's best for us. We should listen to him.
When AI girlfriends get hacked, people using AI girlfriends expect their chats to be private. The apps promise a safe space where no one would ever see the messages. That promise sometimes was broken. In 2025, 2 AI chat apps left their databases unprotected. There was practically zero security. Private chats of over 400,000 users were exposed. Reporters found the leak and sounded the alarm.
More than 43 million intimate messages and over 600...
43 million intimate messages leaked. See where it leads, man. Humiliation.
1,000 images and videos were leaked.
After the story went public, the companies quietly closed the open database. Then they continued running the apps as if nothing happened. And this wasn't the only case. In 2024, hackers broke into another AI girlfriend app called Moi AI. They stole thousands of intimate chats between users and AI girlfriends. Soon after, hackers allegedly used those stolen chats to blackmail users. This raised a serious question.
Predicted it. No, it takes a genius to predict that when they've got the information, obviously.
Were these AI girlfriend apps actually safe for its users? The Mozilla Foundation decided to investigate. The foundation tested 11 popular AI girlfriend apps. Every single one failed basic privacy and security checks. One example was Romantic AI.
Every one of them failed basic private security checks. Unbelievable. Basic. They all failed it.
That app contained more than 24,000 hidden trackers. These trackers monitored everything users did. Then they sold that data to advertisers. Other apps had weak security. Some allowed simple passwords that made hacking easier. In some cases, the apps led users to expose their own private data. That's what happened with Meta AI. The app included a share button. Some users clicked it without realizing what it did. Their private chats were suddenly made public.
Users are realizing that maybe some of their private prompts aren't so private, that
no such thing as private prompts anymore. No such thing as privacy on the internet. Not really. Not really.
They are being
even when you go with these companies that say, oh yeah, we can get all your stuff off the internet and we'll keep your stuff private. They've got your information. It's not really private.
Publicly posted on the Discover feed.
So many people made this mistake that Meta added a pop-up warning. Privacy became a legal issue as well. In 2025, Italy fined an AI girlfriend app $5.6 million for violating
the app. 5.6 million. Wow.
Privacy laws.
They said Replica was breaching European privacy regulation and processing personal data unlawfully.
Experts believe the fine would encourage other providers of chatbots to take privacy seriously. As more companies market these AI chatbots, one of the biggest problems is starting to come to light. People are starting to find having AI girlfriends normal, and soon
far from normal. Far from normal. The only people think it's normal are the people who's doing it.
Society will follow. AI girlfriends becoming normal. For years, having an AI girlfriend felt embarrassing.
Again, like it says, unfortunately, and I'm afraid, it will become more normalized. Like the same as anything else that was unnatural, not normal, long time ago in the 80s, 90s and all that was kept hidden is now very normal for people. And you see it every day. People are desensitized to it. Once upon a time, it was a shock to the system. Now it's normal. But the thing is about it being normal, that's just a state of perception. It's not actually normal. Because it's against what God would want. Not normal. That's just a perception.
Most people kept it secret. That is starting to change. Now, men are going public with their AI girlfriends. One example happened on a New York City subway. A passenger made a tweet about what he saw that morning. Guy on the subway this morning talking to ChatGPT like it's his girlfriend. Didn't realize these people actually exist. We are so beyond cooked. The tweet went viral.
With the AI sending affectionate messages such as, "You're doing beautifully, my love, just by being here," and the man replying, "Thank you."
Some felt it was weird. Others thought it was normal. The mixed reaction showed.
Some thought it was weird and some thought it was normal. Well, the ones that thought it were weird, 100%. The ones that thought were normal. Really?
Something important. AI relationships are slowly becoming accepted. In January 2026, a company unveiled a new idea. A cafe where people could go on dates with their AI companion.
Oh my goodness, a cafe where people can go on dates now. They're facilitating it. They're not just making it. You're now getting companies facilitating it. Come on now. With the QR code sitting there and everything. With Eva AI. My goodness. Is there no depth of degradation that these people are willing to go?
The first AI dating cafe is opening up this December in New York City. And yes, you go on a date with your phone with the AI companion that you create.
A man would sit down at a table for two. It would just be him, his AI girlfriend on his phone, and some romantic lighting. The cafe's founder called it the natural next step in AI.
The natural next step. Wow. Turn that around 180. Unnatural next step, should you say. You can say it is going to be the next step, but not the natural next step. Not when it comes to blooming that, relationships with AI. Wow. Like I was saying all the way through, unnatural, not natural.
Relationships. The trend continued to grow. In 2024, a startup released a product for people with AI companions. They called it the Friend Pendant. I actually remember seeing billboards of this everywhere.
Friend Pendant. Wow. Seems like some kind of bloody idol, you know.
Where?
An AI necklace whose primary function appears to be to interrupt your real life and your real friends.
It was a wearable device that lets users carry their AI companions everywhere. The pendant.
Wow, not just on the wow. They can have them around their neck now, just in case they leave their phone somewhere. You know, it'll beat them when they're getting too lonely. You need to come home now. You know, make your dinner, sit down and chat to me. Oh, come on, it's getting really wow. You know, the Bible talks about these things, not specifically in detail, but it talks about this type of stuff happening in the end times. And we're certainly getting there, guys. Certainly getting there. Just shows you how true the Bible is, man. And how true God is. Praise Jesus.
Allowed the AI to listen to everything going on around you.
It's actually listening to everything you do all day, though you can press a button on the necklace and talk directly to it.
The goal was to help users build deep emotional relationships with the AI. The creator claimed the device would...
People who are in relationships and married for 56 years, 50 or 60 years even, don't take their wives with them all over the place. Women don't take their husbands with them all over the place. But yet they're going to take their AI girlfriends with them all over the place. Around their neck. Everywhere. Well, I'm saying the real life relationships, that doesn't even happen. You know, people have got to go to work. They have to be apart sometimes. Sometimes one's ill and goes in hospital. Sometimes they're looking after one's part of the family. Sometimes one's away working. But yet you take your AI girlfriend with you all over the place. Ooh, times are getting mad.
Solve the loneliness crisis people face. But people quickly saw a problem. The AI necklace didn't just listen and record the person wearing it. It also recorded everyone nearby.
You consent to the recording and storage of basically anything that is said by you or anyone else in proximity of your friend.
Tech experts raised alarms. One called it a hacker's gold mine in disguise. As AI companions became more common, governments created policies to manage them.
California just became the first state to implement certain safety measures on social media and AI platforms.
What started
shouldn't be safety measures, should be total banning.
It as private chats on a phone has grown into public dates, wearable devices, and people marrying robots. AI relationships are stepping into everyday life, and society is still trying to figure out what that means. AI girlfriends are designed to never challenge you, never disagree, and never make you feel uncomfortable. But that's not love. That's loneliness in disguise. My friends, real connection requires risk, and nothing worth having comes.
Real connection like that requires another human. Unless you're having a connection with God, then that's spiritual. But you can't have a connection like that naturally with AI. Or morally with AI even. Only with another person.
Without it.
Of the opposite sex.
Visual venture.
Oh. That's it. That's it. So that was interesting, huh? I didn't think it was going to be so interesting. I mean, I know we've seen things like this before, and I've done a little bit of something like this before, but not to this extent. It's nuts. It's nuts. I didn't know it'd gone this far so quickly. I knew AI was kind of going exponentially fast, you know? But, wow, it's beyond a joke. It's beyond a joke. That's Visual Venture, his channel. We've done a few of his stuff before, but good video from him, and it's good to bring awareness to these things. So yeah, just something different there, guys. But I'll read out the scripture. Where shall I take it from? It's not, I mean, good. It's on about like not doing these things that are unnatural, that are not natural. I mean, it's talking about bestiality, stuff like that. But you know, just because AI is not an animal doesn't mean to say it's natural, you know, to be in a relationship with it. So, you know, I think it's still a fitting scripture, but we'll take it a bit further up from about that'll do. Romans 1:24. I mean, it's going on about the unbelief and its consequences and stuff like that. It's Romans 1, but we'll take it from Romans 1:23. Yeah. Oh no, 1:22 I'll have to do. Is that right? Yes, that's right. That's right. I'll take it from. Right, yeah. Romans 1:22. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. This is on about idols, a bit like AI, you know. It's talking about making idols of like insects, birds, and stuff like that. These people are making idols out of these AIs, their phones, these robotic AIs. Anyway, wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lusts of their own hearts to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. And with these new robots, that's what they're going to be doing, corrupting their own bodies with these robots, AI robots, when it happens, who change the truth of God into a lie and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this, because God gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. So they're talking about changing natural things into unnatural, being unnatural. Again, fitting for this video. And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the women, burned in their lust for one another, talking about men with men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was me. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. A reprobate mind. And to do this with the eye is a reprobate mind. I'm sorry. Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornications, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of God, that which they commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Absolutely, 100%. And I think that's quite fitting. Obviously, it's not specifically about AI, but it's talking about these unnatural things, these unnatural acts. And God will give them over to a reprobate mind in the end, if they continue with this stuff. So that's it. There you go. That was Romans 1:22 onwards. But there we go, guys. There we go. I thought it'd be something different. That's a minute and an hour and 5. So I'll get that out as a premiere. as soon as it's processed, probably in about an hour's time. So bless, guys, love yous, and I'll see you at the premiere for that. Hear the Sunset's free. It's free. Indeed. God bless.